guys! Hello and welcome back to the Cinematic Survival Tree Building! This will be a shorter stream because of the puppy, but that's okay, because we're gonna build and vibe and chat, and looks like the theme will be dogs, because Minecraft just released a dog update. So, let's start with that. Guys, what were your thoughts on the dog update? I am now officially very happy that the armadillo won. Puppy update. There's definitely, I think it's kind of cool that they did a bunch of like different, like, basically re-textured skin variants like they did for the cats. I think it was greatly needed for the puppies. But one thing I'm a little salty about is that there's not a gold colored one. They picked like 3 different brown ones. Okay. And I'm just sitting over here like, where's the gold-colored puppies? You know, like, gold-colored puppies are pretty cool. I might be a little biased, though. What? Oh, I haven't checked it out. The dogs are so cute. That's right, let's get music going, too. That's gonna destroy the... I have so many extra vines, it's not even funny. Yes, yes, I know you think all the vines are wrong, but I promise you they're not. Oh, this does sound familiar. There's one that looks like it fell in peanut butter. I like the, I think my favorite, here, let me test that. I think my favorite is the striped dog, like it looks like, I like that one a lot. I also really like the spotted one. They just, color-wise, they just kind of stand out. As expected, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Alright, let me climb up this way. The stair, and then we gotta get Slappy, and then we gotta get this wood over here. That's... No, what? Game, I need you to work with me here. I only have an hour and a half, and I doubt I can get more than maybe 2 layers max done in that amount of time. It takes me a long time to do layers now, because of the leaves. Going. And we got memoration. Sweet. Oh, why did I do that? I just have to put that back. There we go. Alright, so we got that part done, so then we gotta get... Gotta get to this portion right here. Wait, but yeah, no, I want to know, for the people who didn't know that the dog update got released, I want you to tell me what your favorite dog variant colors were. All of them is a viable answer. I am glad that dogs finally got some love. It only took Mojang, you know, what, 12 years or so since they were, because they haven't received an update since they were released. Actually, that's not true. When were you allowed to dye their dog collars? I'm having a sinking suspicion that that probably came after they were introduced. But that was probably the last update. Wood backpack. Wood backpack, right here. I'm just gonna take 2 out. I know we're gonna need it. I know we're gonna need it. Dang it. What is... Okay, so that's that one done, so then we gotta get that tree branch. There we go. That, and... That's done. And then we have... That one no longer has wood, now that's just leaves now. And then we've got... What's up here? What's up here? Yep, that's fun. Right. It's like a little bit of a challenge each time to find out like where I can place dirt to make life easier. Okay, like nothing there, but you can place here. Makes more sense. That. Oh. Buy dirt, I guess. So much wood needs to be placed. Okay. Okay, but this is a little bit of a Minecraft-based question. So, what was like, when's the last time you guys have been like genuinely excited for a new feature in Minecraft? And this isn't me doing a dig at Minecraft saying that their new changes are getting boring. Not at all. Quite the opposite, actually. But when was the last time something was added into Minecraft that you were genuinely like, I can't wait any longer for this? Like, I'm very excited for it, I want to play it more. Like, I want to explore this on my own. When's the last time that happened for you guys? I think for me, personally, it was when, the Warden was added. Because that added so much to the game that I don't think people really expected. And I don't think it added stuff to the game in a way people expected. I think they kind of expected a new boss mob. But in reality, what we got is a whole new way to do redstone. Kind of funny, right? That's what the Warden's used for. It adds redstone to the game, basically. Okay. Now we put all the leaves down. There's one that, bees? Maybe caves and cliffs or sniffer? I really don't know. All good updates. I am surprised Sniffer was one you were genuinely excited for, since it seemed to be mostly a frustration when we, were hunting for them. But I wish sniffers were not necessarily easier to get, but I wish they weren't relegated to ocean biomes only. That part's a little silly to me. Like, what about this? What about the sniffer? Like, what about the sniffer makes it feel like you should only be able to find it in ocean ruins? I can't really think of anything. That's not what I wanted to pick up. That's also not. Well, there's gonna be a lot of them now, because now that I can only do an hour and a half, but it might unfortunately have to be relegated to Renee does some off-camera work, because I unfortunately am unaware if I'll ever actually be able to do all of them streamed when my streams just got cut from 3 hours, like 6 days a week to 3 days a week at max and 2 days a week at minimum. So I think there's gonna be a lot of like changes that are gonna be coming up in the near future in terms of that. Not necessarily like, oh, this is the part where Renee gets bored of streaming, quite the opposite, but unfortunately that is the way life be. But hey, this will be beneficial for all involved down the line, because then we can have a puppy by that door. Slightly in frame, comes into stream, says hello, does her cute things. And just vibes. That. Yay, pupper! Yes, we love the pupper. The pupper is... she's a menace, but she's a good girl. She's learning. She's learning how things are. And she'll figure it out. She's already sleeping through the night, though for whatever reason we never had a problem with her doing that. She's already, learning what the bell by the door means. Though in her eyes it also just means great. It lets mom get up, so she'll come play with me. And then the puppy is gifted with something I have not had in a long time, which is energy. I can see why when you add a puppy to your household, your older dogs get more energetic. It makes you feel young again, it's for sure. And I'm not even that old. I know we like to joke that I'm old, but I know I'm not that old. This is my endorsement to get a puppy if you have the time and money in your life to support it, because goddamn, it makes you feel good. My tree is off camera. I'm just excited to see the finished build. Yee. That's the also thing. I kind of would like the tree to be finished before the server ends. Alright. Okay. Oh, but actually, I meant to ask, for those of you in chat, do you have any questions about the recent development of the newest project I'm going to be working on? The benefit of this project is since I don't need to work on it, since there's no date on it, I can work on it as long as it takes me, which is beneficial because it means that I can, ever so slowly work on it while the puppy's growing up. So it's not like, oh god, I gotta have this out by this day, and I can't because the puppy needs to go to training class. Which is happening in a couple days, but... I'm not sure what there's... It was funny, I had a puppy growing up. Like, when Lola was little, I grew up... I was 10 when we had her, so I should remember her puppy years. But if you asked me to picture Lola, I'd picture her in her... Not as, like, an old lady, but I probably would have pictured her post her accident. Like, she tore her ACL when she was 8. I'd probably remember her more vividly that, or maybe, like, slightly before the accident, because it really didn't, like, ruin her all that much. And I mean ruin in the sense of, like, she can't walk anymore. Like, she was walking fine. She just had a little limp that just got worse as she got older, but... I mean, she still ran. She still got up the stairs on her own, she still got around on her own, so I don't think it was really all that... As bad as that could have been, I don't think it was nearly as bad as it could have been for her. Slowly but surely connecting all of the canopy together. Alright. I saw Glacial had mentioned this earlier, but... So, I'm gonna be fully real. I am aware of what Rooster Teeth is, but I do not know if I've ever actually watched anything by the team. I haven't ever actually watched Ruby. Nor did I know that they worked on it. And then furthermore than that, I wasn't even aware they were around for like 21 years or whatever it was. That's insane. Never would have guessed that. Because YouTube hasn't even been around for 21 years. And I thought they were like a YouTube thing. Oh, I forgot. Some of the wood over here. Let's get that really quick. Oh, God. Sure. I watched Ruby for a while, but stopped somewhere around the 6th season. Even though it went for that many... Actually, that's not true. I knew it went for a lot of seasons. Okay. Looks like we're reaching the end of that one. Okay. Alright. So I started working on the, It's funny, it's just been like... The server itself has been kind of slow moving while I was waiting for the build to get made, because in all honesty, I knew the puppy was coming, so I didn't necessarily want to spend a ton of money on the server at the moment until, like, I was a little more sure of myself for the puppy. But now that she's here and everything, I kind of, like... Oh, okay. I was like, there's no way there's actually a block under there. But now I can start getting, like... It's kind of funny, even though I have less time to stream, I still have quite a bit of time in life to do other things as well. Unfortunately, this also means that VODs are going to be a bit of an issue. I'm gonna be chatting with me mum, and I will see if we can what we're working out, because that's pretty much what we're doing. What it boiled down to a little bit was just the fact that like, just me streaming is a little bit of my social circle. And also, to a much smaller degree, a thing I can do to make money. But not that I do it for money. Or sorry, that's not what I mean. Not that I do it for the money. Alright, sleepy beepy beepies. There. Well, as you see, I got the carrots bought. I repurchased the carrots. Can't remember if it was the last stream or the stream before that I was running low on them, but I went and bought some. Okay, let's get... It's kind of cool to see the leaves slowly come towards the center of the tree. That's how you know we're getting close. Okay, where else is there? There's just this lone leaf right here. We got some of the social distancing leaves, but that's okay. They'll reconnect eventually. Bye. And then we need to do right here as well. Yeah, there. That there, so bye. Bye. Okay, now we can kind of head back to the conglomerate over here. How many do we have in my inventory? We have 3 more stacks. I don't think 3 stacks will be enough for this. Oh! That's the leaf particles from the shaders. I was like, are those bats? They looked like bats to me. I like how Minecraft spent the time to make the bat a new model, and then the reaction to it was, oh cool, the bat has a new model. Anyway. The bat's problems will not be fixed with just a new model. We'll take a lot of time to fix that one. I don't know. Okay, what would, like, how would you guys change bats? I think I would make it, like, them spawning in caves is fine and all. I think I kind of would change them a little bit so that they're not, like, just this nuisance thing that only spawns in the dark. And that they drop no XP and drop no items whatsoever. Like, they literally don't add anything to the game. They just add ambiance. So at that point, it's like, what if bats were, like, just like a particle effect? Like, not actually a mob. Or, like, just, they're, like, just a sound or something. I don't know. Like, I think unless you give them a feature of some kind or make them drop something of interest, that why are they a mob? Why are we wasting, like, the precious resources of the game in order to, like, basically make it so that this mob can exist? When it doesn't drop anything, doesn't add anything, gets in the way. Like, I don't know. That just seemed a little silly. That's always just seemed a little silly to me. Like, there isn't many other mobs in Minecraft that are that level of useless. Don't get me wrong, they're mobs that, like, don't really add as much to the game. Or they don't really add, like, a ton. Which is fine. Sometimes you can just have... This mob is added because it's cute. Or because it's going to be a pet. Or something. But then there's its feature. What is Bat's purpose to the game? In its current state, right now. It's supposed to get in a cave and get in your way. Great, thanks. Dream has become a special thing for me. I'm so glad to hear that! That makes my life. But yeah, I mostly do it because I want to have a place for chill vibiness. And meet some people who also want a place for chill vibiness. Right. Sure, Dirt, we can go down there. That makes a whole lot of sense to do that. And then now it's I do like the game of when I kind of fall into the canopy a little bit. It's a game to see, like, alright, how does she get back up to the top? The good thing about tree leaves is if I happen to, like, miss a couple along the way, which I can see, if I miss any and then don't see them and then just, like, forget to add them, then the beauty of it is, it's a tree. It's just gonna not have leaves in some spots. It works out for me. That's why I'm not too bugged about it when I accidentally add an extra leaf to the tree. It's like, okay, this tree just has a leaf there. Right. Layers are getting done. Like that. Like, oh well. Okay, well some of those I might take back. Good God. Oh. I was shifting, thank you very much. Aw, man, you made me put ketchup all over my screen. And there we climb into the canopy. I don't want the tree to look too bulky, so take those two out. Okay, where next? Right here, and then right there. Oh, so, as always, when work gets slow, I usually find something to, like, kind of just, have on in the background just because I'm bored. And one thing I started watching is a show that was on Nat Geo Wild called When Sharks Attack. Now, I kind of watched it to expect it to be like, well, actually I don't know what I was expecting when I started it, but it kind of makes it's kind of funny because it's about like, just random points in history when shark attacks were on the rise, because for those of you who are like, afraid of the ocean, which is totally valid by the way, there are about, and this was the number of 2023, so you can make your funny jokes, there was only 69 shark attacks in the entire globe. Out of all the countries in the world, there was only 69 shark attacks. You can leave your nices in the stream chat below. Now, so what's funny is that since there's less than 100 for all the world, which is actually pretty impressive, it definitely shows how much we've learned about sharks and how they're not just like these man-eating monsters like the Jaws movies likes to say. They're mostly just like, they're big and you should respect them, but they don't really have any interest in eating you. Even the most aggressive species. But what was interesting so like, there's a lot of like really weird stuff that will be like, that has like happened that was connected to shark attacks, and then like you get all these like scientists, biologists, like oceanographers, like basically working together like years later to try to figure out, well, where do we think the cause of this was? Why were people attacked by sharks so frequently? Now, when you think frequently, when in terms of the globe or a single state, you'd be like, oh yeah, there was like 87 attacks in this one area. No. If it's frequent, it means there's more than 2 in a 2-month period. So it means, like, of the millions of people that go to Miami Beach, 2 people were attacked, and that's cause for concern. And not even attacked and killed, just attacked. I thought that was fascinating. Oh, I thought that was gonna be bad again. It is a little bad, because... But I don't know, yeah, I was just watching that, and that was just so fascinating to me. It's like, we had a severe uptick in sharks at like the Miami Beach. Oh, it's like, oh no, how many attacks were there? 4. I guess it's bigger than 3. You know, I found that to be very amusing. I also think what they also do is they also recreate what happened to the people in the shark attack. And, like, obviously I'm not going to go into detail because I know there's some people that are a little squeamish. But, what's funny is that, like, they're so poorly acted, like, the attacking scenes. Like, the person that has just been, like, attacked by a shark isn't freaking out, like, isn't having, like, a silent freak out nearly as much as they should be. So it's very comical. It just turns from, like, these average-looking people who have been attacked by sharks to, like, these, like, Hollywood, like, looking actors that are, like, reenacting it, and it's really funny. And it's always, like, there's always, like, whenever they show, like, the impact site, it's very obviously just, like, fake blood that's just been poured onto where the wound is. Like, there's no missing part of the body. It's just, it's like you took ketchup and poured it on the part of the body where the shark attacked. That was making me giggle a little bit. This one's... Hey, look! It's raining in-game, just like in real life. Oh, something that people would probably be curious about. So, it's been raining all day in New Jersey, which means I had to take the puppy out in the rain. Now, she does not seem to mind the rain all that much, which is good. But what was funny is that she'd be out in the rain for so long, she would just get the inevitable water in her ears. And I need to have her outside so she can go do her business. But the funny thing is that she was getting distracted by the water in her ears. So she was just rolling around in the grass, trying to get the water out of her ears, but the grass is wet, so she's just getting more water into her ears. So I was trying to help her, like, bring her inside and just wipe off her ears so that she can go back outside and go do what she needed to do. But it's like, that was like just such an immediate distraction. More than her, you know, her bladder that needs to be emptied. It's just, my ears are itchy. Wow. I'm glad the playlist knows that this is the best song. Okay. Does she have a tiny raincoat? She does not. I'm not somebody who really dresses up their dog. And nor would I really buy her clothes while she's tiny because she'll be grown out of it in like 7 days. And tiny raincoats are expensive. I do have some very nice bandanas for her when she gets a little bit bigger and does not mind having things around her neck, like collars. She doesn't mind it around her neck when she has it on, but trying to put a collar on her is a comical feat. Because she thinks you're playing. To be fully honest, I don't even know where that place. Knew where that one placed. Okay. We're so close. Will I have, like... Oh my god, it took us an hour. It took us almost an hour to do this one layer. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to do, like, serious off-camera work. Like, it's comical. There's over 30 layers left. There's no way. I'm not dividing this into 30 streams. Like, that would be ridiculous. I wouldn't finish it first. If I divided it into, like, that many streams, I wouldn't finish by the time, like, it'd be, like spring break. I mean, it'd be, the summer would be over. It's funny because this is not more blocks. This is not more blocks than the castle was. It's less blocks than the castle. It's just that this part is so, like, intricate that that's what's taking it so long. There's a missing one right there. Alright. Okay, I see a couple more that are missing. I see the one right there. I'm just trying to see if there's any others. Just that one. Okay. Can I sleep the rain away? Yes, I can. Sweet! Life is full of new sensations. Yes. But it's like, look how close we are, pretty rainbow. Look how close. Okay, so wait, what Y level is this? This is 150, and it goes up to what, like 182? Yeah, so like we have, not counting this one, we have 31 more layers left, so. Oh wait, there's an iron bar I missed. Just... Oh yeah, and we didn't get the glowstone over here. Is we don't have Quark installed on this server, but you could have fooled me. Okay. Alright. There we go. I have a feeling that, I have a feeling that these will be, since there only seems to be, like, 3 glowstone, like, balls left, that the remaining iron bars, because I don't think there's any more. Yeah, will just be divided up among the, those 3. Alright. I probably shouldn't start this layer, just because I literally don't have the time for it, but... I guess I don't necessarily get the, luxury of doing full layers anymore. Why would you go there? I can't believe I got that without having a block under it. That took so much focus from my brain, but... Oh, I don't actually have fence gates on me. They're right in here. Hey, it's the last fence gate! Sweet! Always good to take another slot out of the, oh wait. Always good to take another slot out of the backpack. Alright, so let's... have not been summoned, which means she's doing good. Yeah. Kinda going off what Queen said about life is full of new sensations. Anybody got anything, like, new and exciting in their life that's, like, added a change? It could really just be something as small as you tried a new food, or something as big as, like, you got a different job somewhere. Like, anything, like, new and exciting in people's lives. Obviously, I can go on and on about the new puppy, but... Like, yeah, she's... Like, yeah, that's a new change in the life. But what's funny about that, even, is that... Like... I had a dog. And it... Really forget. Like I had said earlier, I remember her more, like, when she was an adult than when she was a puppy. Because they're just not a puppy for very long. She definitely has her moments where I'm, like, concerned, but... Like, she'll learn. I'm doing the steps correct. I'm doing, like, the steps correctly so that she'll be a good puppy. And we'll just do that. Okay, so that wood is done. There's some all the way back there. This is almost just to make it so I can see my path there and back. I don't need to worry about it later down the line. Oh, hey, look at that! We finally ran out of needing the wood over there, so that's good. Okay. What about... How much wood do we actually have left in the backpack? Still have over... It has to be just for the trunk. Because, like, even, like, the topmost branches are starting to not need it. Like, this one doesn't need it anymore. Okay, we got those ones over there, and that's it. Whoop. Shit. I've been listening to a podcast about a comic strip, Peanuts. Okay, well, I love the Peanuts. Like, you're talking about the Charles Schultz Peanuts, right? So what do they talk about in the comic strip? My mom loves their Christmas special. Like Charlie Brown Christmas. My mom loves it. Oh, I see a little bit over there. I heard the lead generator, but I don't see him. And you know, that's one benefit to working in a tree canopy. You can't see the... I can't hear the wandering trader. Actually, no, I can hear him, but I can't see him. Okay, so now we gotta get leaves out. No. They're reading the entire strip beginning and analyzing it year by year. Also, they sometimes have special guests or episodes on a specific topic. Like one episode listed last week was all about the Great Pumpkin. And they read some of the strips that were adapted to the Great Pumpkin TV special. Oh, yeah! It's funny, like, Peanuts is one of those things that I remember watching a lot as a kid. And I remember liking it fine. But it was... I never realized, like, how, like, big and, like, famous it is. Like, when you're growing up, you don't really, like, realize that stuff. Like, it's been around for a long time. Listen from the beginning up to the mid-60s, episodes up to the 80s. Yeah, I know they have, like... The Peanuts has definitely, been, like, not afraid to talk about some more, like, serious topics in addition to be a really, like, funny, cute cartoon. Or comic strip. I think it was kind of like Sesame Street in that way, where it wasn't really afraid to, like, help kids grow up and, like, not shy away from the important topics that kids need to learn, like death. Or, like, honestly, like, some happy subjects, but definitely some hard lessons that every kid needs to learn. The older I get, the more I relate to Charlie Brown. Yeah. I always like that, like, thing that people say about SpongeBob, like, when you grow up, you relate to SpongeBob, and then you get older and relate to Squidward. And I have never felt that so hard in my life. Like, early SpongeBob has a lot of, like, really good characters, but I would be lying if I said that Squidward wasn't among, like, my top 2 favorites. It's just such a great character. This only features kids. Oh no, yeah, I definitely think it's something that everybody can enjoy. I actually think a lot of stuff that is quote-unquote a kid's cartoon sometimes has more heart and imagination put into it than the stuff made for adults. Like, I think there's a lot of, like, in my opinion, I think, Avatar: The Last Airbender is probably one of the best crafted TV shows ever. And not in terms of, like, it's perfect with no problems. I think for what it wanted to do, it did it perfectly. I think it told the correct story. I think it has the correct amount of stuff in it. I think it was done great. And even though I think Korra, like, Legend of Korra also did it correct, I don't think they hit the nail on the head quite as well as Avatar did. And I think that's kind of where the Netflix show failed a little bit. Is that they tried to make Avatar as if it was Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones is its own thing. Like, yeah, Avatar is about, like, some pretty heavy topics, like, that you probably wouldn't normally see in media that was aimed at children for, like war and takeover and dictatorship and, like, that sort of topics. But at the same time, you balance that out with humor at, like, the correct moments. But it feels like the regular show took all of that out. Or like the Netflix show, the live action version, just took it all out. And I also firmly believe that if a show is animated, it should just stay animated. I don't think it works in live action. I don't know why every other iteration of Avatar has been live action, when the thing people praise about it the most is its animation at the time. It's like, wow, this feature of this thing is really pretty. Yeah, you're right, it is. Let's take it away. Wait, what? Hello, Grav. It's hard to find something that can appeal to a wide demographic. I always like to have, like, lists of stuff that I think genuinely anybody at any age can enjoy. Avatar is definitely on there. I think it's funny because I liked Avatar better as a 17-year-old. So, you know, almost 10 years ago. Shit. Than I did as a kid. Like, ooh. Ah, damn it. Well, hey, at least I landed partway up the tree. Oh, there's the wandering trader. One of his llamas, at least. Pamela Gut, the wandering trader. Where the hell are you? You're here! You have nothing of interest. There's the llama. I see it. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let me see if I can get to him. It's a horse? Why is the horse up here? You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna disturb the horse. You know what? You can have fun in the hot tub, I guess. I guess it's a hot tub now. Okay. Instant improvement to parkour skills acquired. Okay, apparently this Magma is equal to another original cast. Yeah, with the live action makes you can get away with so many things special effects wise in animation that just don't work in action. I remember an old Burger King commercial. You don't know, Stevie difference. Go. Aww. You don't know Snoopy. Damn small children, you gatekeeping Snoopy from your parents? Like, a perfect example of the weirdness that is, the live-action version of something is, like, the quote-unquote live-action Lion King. There is nothing live-action about that. Everything in that movie is CGI. The whole movie. There is nothing that was made with real-life lions. It's not filmed on site with the real lions put over it. It is literally just put into CGI with realistic looking features. And I think that's like the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard, because for a while it was the highest grossing animated movie of all time, and it's like, wait a second, is it live action or is it animated? I mean, I know what I would call it, other than garbage, but I know what I would call it. I'll tell you one thing, it's not live action. That's like the, like, weird thing they were doing where they were, like, doing a lot of live action animes. Like, I heard One Piece was good, which I'll have to take the people who enjoyed One Piece's word for it, because I don't like One Piece, the animation, so I know I'm not gonna like the live action, so I'm not even gonna bother. Versus older management don't have car technologies come. I think the mark of a truly good animated movie is if your style holds up better than what the times had to offer. Like I think Toy Story is the first one. I think all three of them, because I don't believe in the existence of the fourth one, and you can't prove it otherwise. I think the first Toy Story is a technological marvel, because not only was it the first computer animated movie ever, but they knew in 1995 that eventually it would look bad, so that's why the focus is on toys, because they thought it would look plasticky in the future. So they made the focus about plastic. And that's so ingenious because here we are 28 years later, almost 29, and it still looks mostly great, longer than most other CG movies because the toys look great, and then all the living people look like terrifying PS2 poorly renders. But the toys look great. I also like how back in 1995 they couldn't animate water. So, like, there's no water in the first Toy Story, despite there being scenes of... There's, like, no liquid in Toy Story, despite there having, like, a tea party. There's a point where it's raining outside. Like, but you don't ever see any water. Yeah, the people in Toy Story are scary looking. Same with the dog. The dog is very scary looking in Toy Story, which is good because in 1995 he didn't really look all that scary. He just looked like a dog. But now he looks scary, but not for the reason that they were going for. Funny is that they finally released, I think lately, it feels like a lot of studios are like dropping the ball in terms of marketing their movies. Like, I can't think of the last time I saw a movie that was like marketed everywhere. Not that I really necessarily want more marketing of things, but I can't deny that it is a good way to get people's attention on something. Like, it's like, how do you think I let people know I stream every night? I promote it, I market it, I let people know, I, like, talk about it in the correct way. I don't bother people about it. But, like, they'll just release, like, the first trailer for a movie, like, I don't know, a couple months before it comes out, then it's like, wait, what? Although half the movie takes place in the toy equivalent of a horror film. I watched the movie sometime last year, I was very creeped out. Yeah. I'm making Beauty and the Beast which is stay in the art for the time and it blows my mind. Beauty and the Beast is 6 years older than I am, and it still looks phenomenal. Hand-drawn animation will really always look good, unless it was done poorly. Just because, like, just the pure art form of a human being won't ever really look bad. Not that computer animation isn't, like, pure art ability. I'm mostly referring to, like, hand-drawn animation has the ability to not age, really. Like, I just look at... Or, I shouldn't say that. It does age just at a much slower rate than computer animation. Because I think of, like, anime. I think anime is a great example, because we've had a lot of hand-drawn animation for just decades. Like, the anime of the 1970s and 80s and 90s cannot hold a candle to the animes of today in terms of animation. Like, if you sit there and tell me that Astro Boy looks better than Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, you can hate the stories, but if you tell me that Astro Boy, Cowboy Bebop, Lupin, like, if all those classic animes look better than some of the modern animation, you're lying. You're lying, I'm sorry. You can like them better, but they don't look better. Wait, which one haven't you seen? If you haven't seen some of the animes I've listed, then that's fine. I know anime is not everybody's cup of tea. Though, I do firmly believe in life that there is an anime that... Not one anime that anybody can get to and enjoy, but I think there is an anime for every type of person out there. Lost Fire is very absolutely hand-drawn, but still looks cool in its own way. And again, with the peanuts, some of the backgrounds are pretty obviously hand-drawn, same with how the Grinch Stole Christmas. You haven't seen Beauty and the Beast? Wow. Queen, I have access to Beauty and the Beast. Can I show you Beauty and the Beast? It is, like, a really good movie. And I don't even really like princess movies all that much. And I think Beauty and the Beast is a very good movie. Are you still watching The Muppets, Queen, or did you finish it? You also have access to Beauty and the Beast. Then I highly recommend you watch it. It is a good movie. It is one of only 2 animated movies to ever be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. The other one being Spirited Away, which is an anime. Or an yeah, it's a Studio Ghibli movie. So the only Disney animated movie to be nominated for Best Picture. And believe me when I tell you that most, like, stuffy award shows think that animation is only for children. And I laugh in their faces and I'm like, okay, if you think that's true, then I'll just go show this, like, 10-year-old child South Park. I'm not doing that. It's not for children. It's like, animation is a medium. It is not just a medium for children. One of my favorite things to do is when I'm watching a show that was quote-unquote geared for children, like where the demographic that was intended was a younger audience. If something happens in it that's, like, super dark and adult, I'll usually turn to whoever I'm watching and say, you know, for kids. You get so much of that when you watch Avatar. I get a Hucktown show, watch when I get tired of it, and not picking up for months. Oh, that's totally fair. I found when I used to do that, I started liking movies better. Like, I flip-flop between liking shows better and movies better. I think the whole thing is just because, like... Sometimes just, like, the scope of time that it's gonna take to watch something almost deters me. Sounds silly, but what I mean by that is, like, for whatever reason, like, sometimes something that is an hour and a half does not sound too long, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll just watch that. And then other times, that sounds way too long. However, oh, that was almost bad. However, four episodes of a TV show that are 30 minutes each would then therefore be longer than the said hour and a half sound way more appealing right now. And I couldn't tell you why that happens. Okay. I'm gonna be fully honest, I see the wood that I missed over there. I didn't know I missed it. Alright. The puppy is usually asleep by this time, so... how long we can go. Nope. That was funny. As soon as I did it, I knew I was wrong. Alright. What's truly wows me is when Charlie Brown Christmas came out, you can only watch it at the specific day and time of it. That wasn't just Charlie Brown Christmas. That was like all cartoons. Like a TV guide or like streaming service, like that wasn't a thing. You got cartoons on Saturday mornings. And you got like your game shows during the time when kids would commonly be at school, because kids wouldn't really watch game shows unless you were like homesick or something. Yeah, so my dad likes to tell me that all the time. He's like, you know, when I grew up, like, we didn't have like a DVR, not that anybody even uses that, or like we didn't have that kind of stuff to like just watch whatever you wanted whenever you wanted. Even now we don't really have that, unless you have like every streaming service under the bloody sun. Especially wild for the shows that have been around and still have an audience for decades. Yeah, just goes to show you how special some like how some Christmas movies just never really age. Specifically, like, I think it's specifically holiday movies, I think, fall into that category the best. Like, you have that one commercial where it's talking about all the different, like, holiday movies, like, that you can get on VHS and DVD. You can tell it's an old commercial, because it's promoting VHS. And it's like the same classics. Like, none of these movies are new. Even when they were coming out on VHS, they were old. But they just made so much money as home videos just because people would watch them every year. Like The Grinch, like Christmas Story, like all of like the Rudolph, the Frosties, The Year Without a Santa Claus, like all that kind of stuff. That part is wild to me. And then I try to think of nowadays, like, what stuff that was made in, like, the last, you know, like, 20 years or so has that kind of staying power. Like, what's a show or something that's out now that people, like, remember forever? And not even, like, remember forever, but that just has just such a strong, like, following all these years later after it ended. And I do think of it. I do think of stuff like Avatar. For people who like anime, there's definitely quite a few animes that I think have insane staying power. What's the grip on attention my parents on the DVD? I was fascinated by the old commercials. Yeah, you should give them a watch. If it's the DVD I'm thinking of, it probably is literally just mentions, like, all of the Christmas movies that are within this, like... I have been told that the puppy only now just fell asleep an hour and 30 minutes later. Puppy is supposed to nap around the time I stream. Reading through Peanuts, I could definitely see ourselves the following year later. It's just Christmas heavy, but also the strip is amazing. It feels like it's stale. Yeah, I think it's just kind of special. It's just one of those, like, Peanuts is definitely among the list of, like, classic stuff that hasn't, like, gone stale. I'm just, like, trying so hard to get the rest of these placed. God damn it. Wait. I can see why Good Times with Scar's favorite block is dirt. You do get a lot of use out of it. I just find it really funny how some of, like, you have builders' favorite blocks, and it's just, like, something very simple. Like one of my favorite blocks is, like, mossy cobblestone. It's, like, one of the oldest blocks in the game. I also really like moss. I think moss was one of the best blocks added to the game. Same with deep slate. Hey, Sel, what's up? Alright. Okay, oh, there's just a little bit over here that we missed. Oh. Right. Come on, last two. Okay. Did we get all of the... Okay, we got that one. And we need to get... Alright. Clear off the dirt. Let's go sleepy the night away, and then... Oh, is there a monster in the walls? Great. It's like, well, I'm not gonna find that for a million years. Oh! You didn't even give me my sleeping bag back! There it is. The sleeping bag is funny. Okay. Alright, let's go down to the front and take our photo, though I doubt we're really gonna notice much of a change. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I don't notice a change. Okay. No, they finally took it away! Okay, I'm gonna have to take a photo with the... I'll have to take a photo with the replay mod. Let me wait for the water to dissipate, though, because I don't really want water in the video. Is your tree haunted? A little bit, but that's okay. I think there was some... That's a horse. There was zombies over here, I thought. Oh, hey, there's some dirt blocks. Oh, yeah, see? The remnants of things... How did they... I guess they spawned under the tree, then walked out while it was nighttime? That has to be it. Did the horse ever come down from there? The horse did come down from there. He's right here. Okay. We turn the music off. Alrighty, y'all. That is where we are going to end it. We got 2 layers done. Woo! Yeah, this is gonna take forever, so I'm probably gonna officially start doing some work off camera. But don't worry, because I replay mod all of this, so, you know, eventually you'll get to see what it looks like. When I have some time, I'll try to slowly finish it and such. I believe there's 30 layers left, so I feel like if I just buckle down, not talk, and just do it, I could probably just get it done. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe on the video if you have not. If you would like to catch these live and join our chatting about animation, Peanuts, Simpsons, Toy Story, just cool things, make sure to follow in and join in at twitch.tv/emeraldsace. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!